video is really going to go over two topics. Instead of making two separate videos, I'm going to kind of combine them, because if you're watching this video, you may be interested in not only my experience, but how it pertains to you. So this video is going to be, if I was doing it again, would I buy the Type R knowing what I know now about the Type R and how it kind of could be different for you and things to think about. So for me, the Type R may not be worth it. Now let me start off by saying I'm not going to get rid of this car anytime soon. I absolutely love this car and I already have it. I beat the high markup on it, so at this point I'm not going to get rid of the car, at least this soon. It just doesn't make sense financially. But I don't use this car to its full potential. So I drive this car, for lack of a better term, like a grandma. And I don't take it to the track. It sits in the garage most of the time. I've had it for 6 months and I have 3,500 miles on it. Right now it does have TSP stage 1 tune on it. So this thing is very, very quick. But you don't need that for the street. And that's kind of the issue. When I got this car, I assumed at the end of the day it was going to be a Civic. And at the end of the day, it's not a Civic. It has the Civic name, but it doesn't have what a Civic is. The platform is completely different. I had a 2020 SI, and I do a lot of long drives across the state of Florida, so getting good gas mileage is kind of important to me. Well, in this SI, I was getting between 40 and 42 miles per gallon with TSP Stage 1 Plus. And in this car, I'm getting 27 with cruise control, and that number is kind of conservative. It's probably realistically more like 26 or so for the whole drive. So that money adds up. So because I don't take this car to the track, and the fact that I don't use this car to its full potential seems kind of like a waste to me. And it's not a waste, because I have the car, but I know there's a lot of people on the forums who are saying, oh, well, like, I don't track it, I don't plan on tracking it, I feel bad that someone could have had this car besides me. I'm not one of those people. I wanted the car, I got the car. So what? I don't use it how someone else would use it. But if they really wanted one that bad, they can definitely find them. So you're paying $50,000 for a Honda. And funny enough, there's a Honda in front of me. And the price difference between that car in front of me and this car is probably close to double. So what are you really paying for? I mean, you're paying for a different suspension, you're paying for a different engine, you're paying for beefier parts that are definitely gonna hold up to abuse if you were to track this car. But I don't use it for that. So you kind of have to think to yourself, like, what am I gonna do with this car that I don't do with my current car to make it worth justifying the price? Of course, everyone wants to say they drive a Type R if they have a Civic LX, but at the end of the day, how important is it to you to have an extra 150 horsepower, or to be able to take turns on the street at 5 miles per hour faster than you would in a normal car? I mean, you're not going to be taking turns crazy fast on the street anyway. So it just kind of, you need to think to yourself, does this make sense for me? If you're going to track the car, of course, you're going to need a new car. So if this video helped you at all, or you found it interesting, please give it a like or consider subscribing. That really helps the channel. I do get revenue from my YouTube channel, not that it's that much, but I'm trying to get it draggy, and so that way I can start really comparing the stock Type R versus a tuned Type R to see what the actual differences are. So I think having a Dragy would be really cool. That's going to be the next purchase. Of course, I have to wait to make that money from YouTube, and I do reinvest all the money that I get from YouTube into new videos, new equipment, things to make it better. So please consider liking and subscribing. Leave a comment if you have any questions. I answer all comments.